Worlds 2 kicks off with the Fnatic FaZe, yet to have the results split across the series it ends here on Inferno.
It certainly does. The 9th round has concluded and FaZe have come out on top, meaning they get a slight advantage here by starting the CT side. They've got the Incendiary for Nico as well, the Flashbang and 1 kit on Olofmeister. We will see a very classic setup from Fnatic with the double smokes, presumably to finish up with the execution with 4 Flashbangs behind them as well, as Rain jumps over for Intel here, trying to see if there's any activity towards second middle. He spotted 3 players, but Fnatic are not dissuaded from their approach. He'll continue towards the A side of the map. We said Flusher likes to be here alone, Alex. You're seeing it come through right now.
Yeah, even with no utility and just his body tends to be able to keep CTs busy through sound cues and a lot of nuanced counter-strike. For now, he's remained silent. That's the first step he'll be making. And the CT stack, it's a 4-man mid-hold from FaZe Clan. Smoked off on quad side, they could boost on the step, they're going to.
Through
and
the
actually
smoke?
jumping through the smoke, Rain will greet them. Coldzera's there as well, they may not be ready for him. Rain has managed to do some superb work, finding a double kill, but the chaos, as it all calms down for a moment, favors Fnatic. Into the site, Nico will tap away, just trying to chip away at anyone on the short cross, but it will not happen. This duel from Olof is everything, and he did catch a bullet from Golden already.
Yeah, that should be it at this stage. Olofmeister with just 3 points of health. The Glock just needs to land a bullet in his general direction. Nico will fight for his life here, but it looks like he might be out of time and space. He still has an Incendiary and a chance to take Golden down, but the positioning will be too strong, and it will be Fnatic with a lovely pistol approach there. Managing to fend off the scrappy duels on the A-bomb site. They do find themselves a 1-0 lead, but we do know every single team likes to force buy in the second round of the CT side of Inferno. You see Coldzera has held a 1.52 rating across the 2 maps they've played so far in EPL. Very high numbers. The force buy does come through, apart from Brokey, of course. The AWP save out $1,000 to enable him to have the AWP in the first gun round. But FaZe with 5 smokes here are going to be deadly.
Now, a team as proficient on a map like Inferno as Fnatic are very good around these smokes. They don't panic. We've already seen how good they are in the late rounds yesterday against NIP. It was, well, one of their biggest strengths in whittling down the Ninjas in the domestic derby right there. But if you apply pressure early, you tend to force the CTs to use those smokes early, right? You want them to drop them before the 1 minute mark. That nade coming in over is going to put Nico on notice. He'll chip back with a couple of Deagle bullets, but still, no smokes have come on out yet. We're getting close. Golden smoke might be the trigger for FaZe to drop their own, but everybody just holding strong here from FaZe.
Yeah, so restrained. Crimson's taking a lot of space. That's the smoke you were referring to.
Very powerful, overwhelming smoke, that one. Once you have mid-control, drop that through, you can see how much vision is taken away from multiple angles here. Brokey with the Desert Eagle towards Arch. He's in a decent position to get a kill. Doesn't get the insta-kill though, and it's going to be Crims to take him down, and a 5 versus 4 ensues. They can actually focus towards the CT spawn area, considering Flusher still has control of the banana position. So 2 players waiting, that's Rain and Nico. Big names, but can they deliver?
Rain did a lot of damage, but I'm not sure Nico's going to be able to profit from it. He could perhaps catch Brawler over the smoke, and he does. A TK as well. It's a 3 versus 3. Nico's managed to reposition. The smokes have enabled him to get towards Coffins. A flank's coming in, and he will be executed.
Of course.
Like a stray dog. Olof. Coldzera into the site. 2 on the left-hand side. Flush is in such a powerful position, it won't go checked. Quick adjustment. Olof does find the frag. Now a second is necessary. He's lost his team. He's lost the round. It will be Fnatic and JW in particular to confirm it. A triple kill, no less.
Just to note, JW pushed the CT smoke to get those 2 kills just then. Like, I'm not even going to get started on how absolutely insane that is in a 2-on-2 situation where you have the advantage, but it doesn't matter. Fnatic, they're able to pull off the round through that smoke that I was highlighting, luckily. You know, sometimes these little nuggets come to me.
Yeah, the smoke was very effective. Well, that was the force buy, bear in mind. So FaZe Clan do have to go for a full eco here, and they've opted for 5 players towards the B side of the map. So unless Fnatic have got a B rush, they should be fine. They're actually crawling up towards the middle. Flashbang over, trying to bait out some utility here. You can see the flashbang for Nico as well as his 4 teammates will swing. Probably push Banana after this one. It's always Flusher, ready and waiting. He's only got a Glock, by the way. Flusher has a Glock only in this round.
Oh, the classic.
The classic setup, Glock only. And he does this so much, and it normally works for him. I can't criticize it at all. We'll see whether we can get away from these USPs, though. Struggling somewhat, but a nice smoke. Well played.
Yeah, and they're just going to pepper through it.
Here he comes. Every Every time. Every time it works out.
Oh, wow. He's got himself $900 and a triple kill with his Glock armor. And up against the unarmored opponents. Okay.
JW.
He wants the $1,500.
Oh, it's old teammate as well.
And Olaf Meister are played between the shoulders. He's going for the left, right. And no, good night. It's going to be an AK delivery. Olaf wants to hold on to it.
Okay, well, still having fun, it seems. Molotov flies through the air, doesn't quite make it towards the coffin position, but I'm sure Olaf Meister will be taken care of momentarily. He does have a smoke to at least shroud his position for now, but the Golden will find him. Knife attempt, a very good one coming in from JW, but doesn't quite stick the landing. 3-0 as the all comes out for Brokey.
So this is his triple kill. Seized two of his opponents and finished off Rain.
When I used the Glock, I...
Hi.
Hi there.
Yikes. All right, the AWP is out. Brokey has squirreled away his pennies to be able to afford that one, so let's see what he can do with it. You have to find a kill within this third map here. Now, I want to make sure everybody understands. Stage 2, we got the best teams in the world. Hold up, I better hold that thought. The banana aggression comes on in. Rain, can he find another? The damage is done. The trade will come out. Crusher doing his best with the UMP.
How does he survive all the time? It's unbelievable. And he doesn't get away with it? No, Nico will find him.
But look at this. Look at the space they capitalized on A when they knew it was 3 banana. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're right. JW now can be an absolute nuisance. He sits in spawn, but coldzera seems to be aware of it at least. Looking towards Library. This is a key duel now. The Creek should come out on top, which it does. Now Library under scrutiny. 3 versus 3 with the AWP there. Throw another Molotov towards a pit. They're going to have to smoke it out. Olaf Meister will do so. He's also in the pit with him.
Good reaction. That could have really spiraled the round. Instead, we stay level. Even keel.
Roland's on a timer here.
On the balcony. He could catch Olaf if he was to walk to site. Smartly chooses the more passive route, knowing his team have got other plans towards B.
So 45 seconds. Nico with half health. One flash, sits at half wall here. Very vulnerable. He should be able to get the first, but Crims is just too quick. Flashbang's not amazing, but the smoke will do. Makes his way across, knowing Nico is very likely to be the anchor of the B bomb site. 4-0 should be on the board here, no problem. Brokey on the retake with the AWP, and JW, I don't know how he looks so confident sometimes. That swing he's got on low HP, I wouldn't not be even thinking about that. I'd be cowering in the corner, waiting for them to come to me. He's just on the hunt. And they are going to be saving.
Got all the way to T-spawn. Probably not going to be on his first priority list to check. He's going to head towards A instead. So they will maintain their weapons. And that's important considering Brokey only just got that AWP into the round. And he's already been able to, or rather, he's been locked out of this round entirely. Still 0-0-3. This should be the same coming into our fourth round as he is looking to save up.
Holding on to those weapons is hugely important, but we're going to take a look at Skybox here. We can see the 3 banana coming in from that of FaZe. Once that's called, look over towards A. So 3 bananas being called. JW immediately... Oh, well, whoa.
Oh, Chad, what have you done
up. JW is right here. He's coming up middle. You can see that. He's flashed on up. They know that banana's already been dealt with, and he's able to come on through spawn and find that gap.
Wow.
It looks more like Age of Empires now.
Yeah, I hit a button. I don't know which button I hit, but it was a good one. We're still learning the technology, Henry. So, look, I'll keep bringing some more Easter eggs, some more surprises.
I like that
That was fun. I kind of like the way that looked.
If we can get some trebuchets out there as well, that would be cool.
I think what I hit was there's like different versions of cameras that you can look at. And when I was making the cameras just quickly then, before we jumped on in, I hit RTS mode, which is probably why it did look like Age of Empires.
Which is why it looked a bit like Age of Empires. RTS mode.
Yeah, that's in here too.
God damn.
There's a whole bunch of different looks that they've got in Skybox.
It looked really cool.
Yeah, that won't happen again. I apologize.
We could make a Counter-Strike RTS. I think you've got a top-down view to
Apparently,
units.
I think someone's made something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like
there
a
you go.
Counter-Strike MOBA of sorts.
I'm still trying to master this version, so...
yeah, I'll stick to that.
Oh, dear.
There's a decoy.
Okay, I thought it was like a... What?
A flash, yeah.
Yeah, so what's going on?
He threw a decoy towards middle when he sent the AWP towards B to suggest the AWP's top of middle, but it didn't get
He
there,
missed
I guess.
it.
Yeah. Not a huge deal or detail, but something. If you've got a decoy, throw it the other side of the map, I guess. If you especially have the AWP.
Okay.
Nico's had his belt completely wrong, but he still stands his ground. Why are you still fighting? Nico full, firm belief. He holds down Banana single-handedly. Brollan, this lurk is now going to become the spearhead of the assault, and they're playing 2 balcony. We've seen FaZe do this before.
Have you ever cleared corners as meticulous as this kid? As I say that, he clears the most glaringly obvious one of the balcony, trying to find a gap there with his own smoke. It's taken out. Now it's just Crimson a 1-on-5. I'm going to say, even though the king of Connector on Mirage had a decent game, it's going to be a tough task in a 1-on-5 situation against FaZe Clan. Damage is the name of the game. If you can get 3 kills here, keeps that CT economy at bay. It has to start with the first. Creeping on up. Cold Zero. Is that Cold Zero? It is Cold Zero. My eyes are getting worse, boys, I tell you.
Well, Crims, he'll be taken away. I'll put you out of your misery, Chad.
Thank you.
And it's going to be the first round of the board here for FaZe. Nico, aggressive, of course, towards the banana area, somehow managing to find 3. I thought 2 was enough, to be honest with you, but he wanted a bit more.
And he started that with 40 health.
Yep, he did. And the flashbang over the top, it's a common move from FaZe. They do it quite a lot, but it's so successful. That was the decoy being thrown at the start, I believe we were looking at. And here's the replay from Nico. As he gets flashed over, couldn't be better. You can see the 2 flashes from Rain suggest they were very blind indeed. Golden tries to get the trade, but didn't work out for him. FaZe come online here. All for Brokey, 0 and 3. The rookie trying to shine here up against JW Sniper as well. Good nade. How did he just catch his Golden?
So Apartments control for Fnatic. That does look like a good nade. Oof. Every round now, somebody is having to swallow 50 damage before the bullets even start getting fired. Look at JW, just narrowly missing out on the rotation from Coldzera there. And the duel, Brokey was holding short. Now a gap has been formed. He's been having a bit of a nightmare so far, the young Orpa. Coldzera playing the off angle, hoping to exploit this. As the smoke fades, he does catch a glimpse, but Golden gets the better of him. JW missing his shot gives Olaf another lease of life, only for a moment before JW gets that close quarters AWPing complete. And so is the round. It will just be a matter of time now. The CTs are going to be gathering over towards B, bomb being delivered towards A as we speak.
That's a huge round to pick up there. Fnatic really have ran away with it. It's going to be a 5-1 scoreline. FaZe can only save those 2 weapons. You can see Brokey 0 and 4 hasn't really turned up to Inferno so far. And I would say CT defenses are built around the AWP chat. That's not too much of a kind of out there statement. It's a very dynamic weapon on the map. It can be moved around and it's very aggressive on Inferno and can be influential. We haven't really seen that from him yet.
No, and I think the fact that they lost that round so early to the JW slipping through the arch side, Fnatic punished that one gap, that one weakness within the first gun round. So that has to be in the minds of FaZe. When they did just do the standard 2 players B, that's when Nico got that spray down. They were able to pick up their round here. I think they're still just trying to stabilize on where they expect the attacks to be coming on through. Crims will survive in the pit here. And the saved weapons, it's enough for them to justify a buy with the money that they have remaining. JW, once he gets established up in that halls position, it means that nobody can really rotate back in towards that bomb site. So it is a very powerful spot. It doesn't look like it when we're observing the game because you see the players at arch side, they seem so far away from JW who's end of halls. But JW spotting through that line towards Moto actually means that they can't be playing that position. And it's quite potent for them to squeeze out that A defense.
Less flexibility.
Yeah, that means, like, if you do get pushed off, you fall into JW's line of sight and he gets a freebie.
This grenade can do a lot of damage. Rain is setting it up at this point. Designed to bounce over and land at the barrels and flash up. Well, he avoids it, to be honest with you. Only down to 85. He'll be fine with that. And there's actually 3 players outside of B right now. Rain, Brokey going for the same maneuver. Same flash over the top. Nico to provide it, but they're much closer this time. It won't be as effective, but the AWP shot will be. The swing comes round. 2 kills found. And there's going to be Nico just mowing them down. The Krieg. 3 players here. Could be enough.
Yeah, Nico's just managed to make this round winnable. He might just be winning it single-handed. A 3rd now added to the kill tally. A perfect read from Crims and a great tap away at the head.
He can win these. Crims has got a minute, a Molotov, and he knows exactly where Coldzera is. Just hiding behind the smoke. Bomb on his back as well. Sprays off towards CT spawn, flashes banana. And we will see Olaf Meister just locking him in here, making sure he can't retreat to the other bomb side at least, but Crims has found a Krieg. Needs a plan. Molotov balls banana, palm mines a fountain, that could be an idea. Molotov is used to flush out a potential CT on the other side, and it's in vain. All the bomb he planted, it could have done, but at this point now, olofmeister might swing the next attempt. So here we go, Crims. I'll let it go down.
Safe from Banana for that plant, but not anymore. You can hear the steps of olofmeister. New box. It's going to be checked. It's just a question of when he chooses to take the fight. They're taking their time. Very patient. Bomb's about half gone here. Crims yet to have to move from his hidey hole, but that's the nade. So now down to just 47. They can't assume it's clear, surely. Smoke on the bomb. Olof to tap it. In fact, Olof's holding it. And Crims' spray. It's a bit wild. coldzera will trade. Has he got enough time?
He's gonna kit.
He's got it.
Oh, if he didn't find the bomb in time, it
Yeah.
could have been a bit close, but he does. He didn't have a kit there. He picks it all off his corpse at that point, but that was so well played from Crims. The fact that smoke comes down on top of the C4, that actually helps him out because they naded towards new boxes. And Chad, what have you got? I think I know what you've got.
I just want to talk about the safety net here. It was Rain's position, right? You can see him as close. We're going to play this out. Rain's job is actually to cover Brokey when he falls back, expecting players to swing. This was a great move. Rain didn't get anything done. Thank God for Nico in the backline with that mow down. It was a great little prep.
That smoke he throws there, Chad, right off the little hoop inside, that manages to allow him to jump on coffins as well and look above the coffins, actually have a bit of a one-way. I've noticed him do that twice now. He throws that same smoke when he feels danger from the coffins position, but anybody to look above the T side. Smoke's going down, and they do have another round here. It will be very aggressive towards the banana area. The wall bang comes through as Golden goes down. Brokey starting to come online now. First AWP kill of the game.
So Banana now not really working for Fnatic. That's 2 of their rounds that they've completely lost on that side of the map. And here they've been swatted away by the early aggression from FaZe Clan and that wall bang from Brokey. Well, that will send them over towards this A side as all 3 quickly congregate. But look at the space that they're taking. They're very quick.
Yeah, immediately have short, just like that. They are going to continue their advance. The smoke's going to make Olof's support more difficult, but he just jumped straight through. They weren't expecting that from Brawl, and they had absolutely no idea. Still, the numbers favor FaZe, but part of me has a feeling, a sneaking suspicion, JW and Crims are not done with this round. Just jump up onto Graveyard. Smooth move from Pit, and they've managed to level it out after a double opening kill in favor of FaZe.
Brokey still alive, responsible for both of those opening kills.
Watch for Nico dropping this smoke we highlighted the other day just to the right of the bomb site here. This will allow him to walk through the smoke and go into the site to surprise Fnatic.
Good call, Chad. See if he can get up on that first box. That's what he did yesterday as well, with the Molotov about to be deployed towards short. Is the jump up? Oh, it doesn't even need it. That's right. 2-on-1 for Crims now.
Oh, but Crims is not going to have to move. It's just an aim duel, and Nico's won it. Him and Brokey, with their powers combined, pull a must-win out of the hat.
That's 2 in a row now, 1v1 situations. FaZe are under pressure here. Their economy, it's good enough for the buys, but they're constantly being tested.
Notice how Nico always has his smoke when he needs it.
Yeah.
Well, he's not deploying at the start of the round. He's not waiting to lock them out. It's when he knows a full commitment's even coming in towards B, or he needs to exit out of the B bomb site back towards A and try and clutch it out. That's actually pretty incredible by him. As the first headshot comes through, he will absolutely destroy Crims towards a pit. And now, round 9 coming up. Desert Eagles, CZs. We have got HEs across the board as well with smoke grenades available. We're going to have straight up B rush here as Fnatic now will be tested.
Oh, and already catching a good deal of damage. And same could be said a little bit to Nico. He's not even going to get a chance into this one. Overwhelmed, overrun. Rain has to do more. Good find onto Brawl, and the molly was making him a little hot and bothered. And now the same could be said for Rain. He'll smoke it out, play the survival game. He wants the rotate to have time to come in. Survival integral. Golden's not letting it happen. It's going to put an M4 in his hands. And Flusher continuing to apply pressure. This boost looks promising for one, but immediately traded. Flusher's doing such good work. Brokey's gone, and the round from Fnatic, it didn't look possible. They couldn't attack B with rifles, but they've done it with the pistol.
Yeah, they've surely done enough at this point. coldzera in a 3 versus 1. He'll probably get a couple of kills, to be honest with you, but now being overwhelmed, he'll get nothing as Fnatic go up 6-3 now, recovering all the weaponry they'd given up in the round previous. And now 6-3, and the money is absolutely battered and bruised on the CT side. You can see they've got $2,000 per player. Loss bonus will be $2,400 in the next round, full eco territory, and it's likely to be 7-3 in Fnatic's favor on the T side here.
Yeah, FaZe Clan had all the low buy situations going in their favor when we kicked things off on Mirage. On Overpass, we didn't see too many of those scenarios really come out to play, but here on Inferno, Fnatic, that's a huge one to win. Nico, just that timing, he doesn't normally get caught off guard by that, but you could just see how overwhelmed he was in that situation, opted to stand and fight. And that frag is how the B bomb site fell. So JW, as quick as you like, up middle, 1:33 left on the clock, MV9 in hand. So much information gained right here.
He's in library, and we've just got 1:30 on the clock.
It's crazy.
How has he done that?
He's been heard. Olaf knows something's up, but once he leaves the site, well, nobody from FaZe is over towards A, and Fnatic will get a free bomb site. JW wants some free kills as the flank will be coming on through. It's a matter of timing if Olaf's going to catch him in the back. Just look at this. Pivoting around the pillar, he didn't see him.
Didn't see him. There's knives available, Chad. Multiple knife kills here.
No, he's just going to get the money. He's going to farm the cash.
Multiple knife kills. Multiple knife kills.
$3,000, baby. One. I'm gonna get a second.
Let's go.
That is so good.
They might still lose the round. Hold on.
No.
They're going A.
No.
Okay.
Phew-wee.
2 knives killed. I thought he was going to get the double stab straight away. It seemed like he made that a bit harder than it had to be.
He flubbed the jump.
Yeah.
He didn't go up straight away.
He still made $3,000 there with 2 knife kills and made them look very silly indeed. So I'm sure he's happy with that.
Yeah, he'll like that one.
He would have liked to get 2 knives and kill them with the MP9. That would have been the best way to close it out. But doesn't come through. Still a much closer round than it should have been, I guess. There's still a chance Nico wins this. Considering there were 2 knives in this round, it's still a 2-on-1. They've won it, but he wants to lock them out. Yeah, he wants to try and deny them saving anything and pick up an AK himself. That Molotov's very effective, and Crims will close things out. Worth it, though, with the knife kills. JW has $10,000 as we get to round number 11.
Yeah, that's one way to farm the cash. It looks like he stopped playing CSGO for a second and started playing TF2. Straight up spy. Stab at him in the back lines. We do see 7 for Fnatic on the T side of Inferno. It's about time now for FaZe to show us a little more resistance. So he does flub the jump because of the back pedal of Cold. He didn't end up on the coffins like he intended.
Still got 2 with the knife. You don't see that ever.
All right. As you were just saying, Alex, FaZe need to start mounting some rounds here. It doesn't have to be winning the half, which is going to be a tall task when they've already found themselves 7 in the hole, but 5 or 6 would be pretty nice. Almost necessary at this point. Fnatic on Inferno, they're a bit of a specialist on it, a map that they've always been good at. You go back to when Olaf was on the team, Pronax was there, Dennis and co. Always a map that Fnatic were able to define, and here, 2 individuals very close to apartments, Brolin and Crims. It's a potent duo.
Certainly is, but they're not expecting an off angle like that from Cold. He's only good for 1, and Olaf isn't good for anything. Thankfully, Brokey's managed to claw 1 back. He's rotated early to A to back them up.
They could fall back to B. They haven't even fully committed to this. This is insane. They've gone A, they've found 2 kills, they've forced the rotation, and now like, yeah, we're gonna walk back now. We don't need to go A. There's still a minute on the clock.
Yeah, well, they would be right in thinking so. The B bomb site is currently open, but Rain is here with the incendiary and a smoke grenade. The perfect array of utility to fend them off here if they make a lot of noise, but they've already broken through the initial choke point. This is where things get a little bit more complicated here. He won't be able to deny them access, but maybe he can get the first kill, but he doesn't get it cleanly. He does damage towards JW, but gives up his position. Flusher, though, missing the shot towards CT spawn. 2 low players now for Fnatic. FaZe have all the advantages they could ask for.
That bomb will be planted, though, unless the construction... Yeah, exactly. JW's aware of it. And Nico's actually stopped it from Banana. Closed the gap, made it impossible for JW, given the time, given the pressure from Nico. Double kill from him and Brokey. And even recovering an AWP for the next round of play.
Curious about the AWP pickup. I don't know if it's necessary for their CT side. It doesn't feel like they need it, especially with all these mid-round situations they're finding themselves in. They're constantly getting strung between bomb sites. The AWP's a bit slower at that, and he can't be as nimble in the mid-rounds, right? He can't just pull it out and shoot multiple bullets. And we'll be have to stop, plant your feet. And if you do get combat AWP, you got to be pretty quick, right?
The fact that Fnatic are slipping behind enemy lines, yeah, you probably want to have 5 rifles. Yeah, I feel like it's actually a bit of a detriment to them with the executions that are coming in. You've got these serpent-like players like JW, seems to be finding himself a CT spawn at the 1:30 mark. But either way, he's got the AWP now, and we'll see whether he can step up. JW will be picking straight up towards spawn here. Nade's coming through. There was a chance of the collat there, but he'll have to settle with just 1.
He's really back to his old ways, isn't he, fellas?
He's showing his flexibility, right? They've been getting banana control for free every single time, and the only times that they were losing was to those flash traps coming out. He stayed scoped in. laser focused, grabs the first, and now FaZe, they've had to force this rotation.
Flusher, did you walk through that smoke? No, he has. Yep, and it will just get caught on the boost. No smoke CT, going in dry, and Brollan, he likes that gap. He exploits it. The fact there's no smoke means he can take those fights and already manufacture a two-man advantage. There's nothing Olof and Brokey can do. They're on A still at this point. Fnatic's T-side does look indomitable.
Brokey and Olof mic'd up.
So many saves, or attempted saves.
Olof mic'd up. Brokey will have to do the same once again. Brollan, JW with the key frags at that point, especially JW to crack things open. Just runs up Banana by himself, of course, changes the pace up of the game. It's normally Flush there alone. He goes over the AWP, cracks open the side by taking Nico down. Brollan there with the Krieg. We talk about his potential as well with that particular weapon. Nice little boost up in spawn, just to have a little look towards Library as well. 8-4. It feels like a Fnatic victory to me, but FaZe got anything left here, even with the flashbangs blooming in his face. He manages to pull it off. Great spray control from Brollan. No smoke down in CT spawn required.
Yeah, it's a different approach, but one where you can see it catches the CTs off guard. We were talking about the smoke molly defense yesterday on Train. Well, if the CTs are waiting for your cues of grenades to be ready to shoot, if you sometimes just pounce on in like that in an uncharacteristic way, you can catch them off guard. You can see FaZe, even though they know they're in trouble right here, they've opted to just go for another partial buy. Those two saved weapons will be backed up by some upgraded pistols, but the way that Fnatic are looking after they get these 1 or 2 opening exchanges, it's not even just opening kills in their favor, it's trades back and forth. They play these mid-rounds so well.
Yeah, I mean, it just must be suffocating. Fortunately, Golden did not account for the rain. Deagle, the broken Brokey AWP. He does shut down Flusher. It's far from over, but it could be if Crims gets caught by a USP like that. Gosh. Warning shots fired, but backing away now and re-smoking. Rain on the flank, it's huge. Crims with a knee-jerk reaction, actually finding the head of Rain, but the round reaches its logical conclusion. We see 13 go to the way of FaZe Clan, keeping that gap and sealing it up a little bit. You said winning the half wouldn't be necessarily likely, but closing the gap a necessity. And already on a good route to do so, considering Fnatic are going to be coming in with peanuts.
It's a nice round to win, and coldzera we mentioned as an individual who normally puts up massive hauls on Inferno. He's sitting pretty quiet at the moment, only 4 kills to his name. But when I remember him doing his best work, it's usually through the T side, so we'll give him that chance. Fnatic are the ones who are pushed on down to some compromised buys right here. CZ for Flusher, P250 for Brollan. He won't have the Krieg this time round.
Fnatic with Brollan towards the end of the apartments here, setting himself up the dribble smoke if required. Doesn't have to commit to it. That just means he'll land on the hay bales. He can jump up on top of it. We've seen it before. But he'll be waiting a while because he's just been smoked out himself. Bombs will down T steps. They're going for a pounce towards middle by the looks of things here. Flusher should be alone towards B. But he has got a flash. And we'll see Nico with the AWP waiting on the corner here. Should be a kill for him. Nails the jump. And we'll get a tag.
They know he likes to linger in this smoke. coldzera will continuously check it. Will not let Golden thread the needle and catch him off guard. But saying he won't doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Nico does tuck in on Nubox. Flush has managed to commit towards B. They've changed their plan. Rain actually fell, I believe, to his own molly there. Have to double check that. JW got the assist. Nico, though, he is just sitting in the Nubox smoke, and Fnatic is coming for him. They will find him eventually. JW makes sure of that. AWP now in this kind of after plan. It could get scary if that bomb goes down uncontested, and it will. Flashes, all of the CTs are coming from CT, and JW's about to have an aim duel, and maybe some more than just one. Back into Nubox. Pressure on Flusher, not for much longer as he does win the duel.
Yikes, this one has fallen apart. The AWP chat is dead on. As soon as that's picked up in this sort of scenario, they are done for. Olaf Meiss has a chance of pre-fire towards the pool position here, and he'll probably get this first kill, but then takes a lot of damage for it. Flashbang remains. He has no idea what JW is. He does think his new box is. You can see him panicking now, shrinking as the Glock we brought out to finish things off, and there will be 9 on the board for Fnatic. They don't even have to invest fully into that round, Chad, and they still pick it up.
Yeah, their money isn't great, though. Look, Crims only has 3,300. Flusher, is that 3,950? Brolin, 3,700. And Golden, 3,250 to go into the last round. So JW will be able to drop across a gun, but their buy is very weak for the final round of this game. And I think that's, if you take a look at, ever since FaZe had those 2 1v1 scenarios, we had the defuse on the B side, and then we had the defuse on the A side, I think it was, there were 1v1 situations. It's been very back and forth. These rounds have been close. Both teams are broken here in the final stages. 6 is the best that FaZe can do, and Nico, well, he wants it. He kicks it off with the opening onto Golden. Will take a nade for his troubles, but get away in the shroud of his own smoke. Much needed opening right here for FaZe. 6, it's not a great CT half by any means on Inferno, but it's serviceable.
It's enough. In a best of 3 like this, where it's some absolutely insane things have gone down, yes, absolutely enough. We'll see if Golden's death will lead them to the 6th round. They're boosting Rain up towards CT spawn at this stage. Incendiary in hand. Brokey to be smoked off as well. He pulls the trigger. There is a kill available to him. They drop everything they've got. Is this the full commitment from Fnatic? It definitely is. And the MAC-10 Molotov combo somehow comes out on top. There still is a sniper available here. Brokey, he does not nail in the shots today. And he'll have to pull back and wait for the rest of his teammates.
Yeah, you know, his teammates describe him as somewhat of a... Oh, that's a catch from Flasher. He might even get another. But they describe him like fallen, and he's aggressive, AWPing through the smoke. That's exactly the kind of play you would expect from an AWPer of that caliber, an AWPer of that skill, but Brokey just didn't quite connect the shot this time. It is getting problematic. This is the last round of our last map's first half. Olaf and Brokey. Make it just Brokey. He does get met by the JW AWP, and he's been meeting a whole lot of people over the course of that first half. That was only the T side. More to come. Double knives. It's all coming in that last half of play.
Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like the hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors. Because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine away from the shade. But now that we here, ain't no going back.
Well, it comes down to one single half of Counter-Strike. After all of this, it culminates with one half.
A best of 0.5.
A best of 0.5. You're right, Henry. That's what we've got. We're into the decimals, and well, already FaZe Clan at quite a significant deficit. I want to get a quick read of the room. Anyone seen a FaZe lift the first win here?
It's feeling unlikely.
Yeah, okay, the sounds from your mouth, like tired horses.
Yeah, tired horses. Work horses, perhaps, at this stage, considering the amount of time here. But we'll get into the second half. And FaZe, yeah, I feel like Fnatic will close it out, but honestly, it should be an epic finish, regardless of what happens here.
Fingers crossed. Fast up with the flash is golden, so good. Just 2 taps of his USP, and for some reason they have no idea about Brolan.
They didn't clear Boiler at all, right? Their thought process was it was going to be a passive CT hold from Fnatic. One thing they didn't account for was all 3 Fnatic players playing in halls or Boiler.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them for not thinking there's 2 Boiler, but Brolan with this spectacular third frag before Brokey could even get around the corner. That's a very quick pistol round to get 11 on the board.
Yeah, and the odds here from GG.bet are illustrating the fact that it will be a tough task for FaZe Clan to get back in here, especially after losing the pistol. Now they've had to force buy in. They've spent almost all of their money. Nico is the only one with anything left, $150. The only extra thing he could have bought right there would have been a decoy. Not necessary right now, as they're doing a set piece onto A. This looks like the Mouse Sports strategy. Moves towards Arch, though, so I'm a little bit off there.
Yeah, not too far off, though, because we, for now, are seeing an advance through middle off the flash of Nico. He's going to be getting that one in. Smoke towards Moto as well. Crim's just tucking in behind the corner. Coldzera was trying to check it, but woof! No issues for Flush's MP9. Crims has found good success as well. There is a bomb on the back of Nico, so he could have a pretty good shot at getting that bomb down. Look how passive Golden is set up on B. If Nico was to just strafe, or maybe even just take this fight with the counter strafe, it could be that bomb plant he needs.
Maybe.
Oh, close. Very
Good
close.
Effort. Can't ask more than that, but unfortunately for them, they're going to be asking for a lot more cash, because this is looking like a 13-5 all day long. They're not going to have enough to justify even a P250 at this stage.
Now, Coldzera needs to step up now. It is the T sign. We'll most likely just see another partial investment.
I don't think we'll even get that on this round, though.
They need to make sure that they just don't allow the CT's economy to boom too much. It will just be the full save.
Yeah, that's all you can do, because you get 2,900 next, you're going to need your utility in Inferno, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to lose to these MP9s, and FAMASs, you're going to get absolutely wrecked by them. So they're going to have to take the full eco here and hope they can maybe get some results. No revolvers yet, just to note that. I'm keeping a track of it.
Are you pleasantly surprised?
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest.
Okay.
I was kind of falling in love with the weapon.
Well, maybe you equip it tonight and you give it a bit of a.
Should I equip it tonight?
Don't do it, no, please.
Oh, let's have
You're
a go.
going to tilt
Let's
yourself.
have a
You're going
go.
to tilt yourself.
You're going to be so
Henry.
mad. You're going to have, like, you'll have one round, you'll have an awkward situation with it, and then be like, I really need a deagle.
Hate
Can you drop me a
myself.
deagle? Can someone drop me a deagle? Anybody.
I love the deagle. I can't ever do that. Why does it make it available to everyone? The slot system in CS doesn't make any sense
It
to me
doesn't,
anyway.
does it?
Like,
What if we change the starting pistol to the revolver?
Yeah, good idea.
Right? And then you have to buy a Glock or a USB.
We'd
That
still never
would
see the
be-
revolver.
Exactly.
Pistol rounds would be so much fun, though.
We'd never see it.
Maybe instead of knife rounds, we do revolver rounds.
That's not a bad shout.
And you're only allowed to use the right click.
Right click only.
Yeah.
Is that the one where you just unload all 6
Yeah.
bullets? Brrr.
It just does them really inaccurately. So if they're like
Right.
right next to you and you're in a smoke, that's when you
You
use
can
it.
instant fire.
I don't know why I'm giving you advice in the R8. No one uses it but JW. But it does just fire the bullets really
All right,
quickly,
all right.
inaccurately.
Crunch
Yeah.
moment. This is it. Right now, Fnatic are 3 rounds away from picking up the first win within stage 2. Hugely important here. If you can top the group, you go straight through to the grand final.
Yeah, and not only that, but let me list the competition that they'd be going up against. Other than the win versus FaZe, FaZe, of course, versus Fnatic, you've got Mouse, OG, Na'Vi, Astralis rounding out this group. It is ridiculous, and therefore every victory holds a whole lot of weight in the outcome. Of course, an undual route to the grand final bye. Top of the 16th round robin. can secure you a spot in the grand finals. Already bloodshed on Banana. Flush is pulling out the AWP. Don't get to see this one too often.
Nico's already low. Brokey took some damage early as well.
I'm feeling
he
a
can
half
hold
wall
this on his
bang.
own.
I reckon we're about to get a Flusher reaction shot. Woo! Straight tags him. Brokey down to 13. Another body soon to be added to the kill totals of Fnatic. It certainly feels that way.
I think you might be right, Alex. Brokey and Nico. Well, not much else to talk about here. Nico especially has been sent packing by Flush's AWP. Less than a minute on the clock, 47 seconds to be exact at this stage, as we will have a bit of Arch activity. This is down to the individuals, chat. This is down to whether coldzera could find some of that magic on Inferno. He always had to back in the SK days. This is where he would shine.
Perfect weapon for the job here, but if that's going to take up all of his attention, maybe he wouldn't be ready for JW, but there it is. They're low on HP. And
MP9 swing.
How is he so brave with that? Unbelievable stuff from Brolan. He is going to be checked, and oh, wow, he actually gets both of them.
He's even going to get the Krieg.
Yeah, oh, that's going to sour the mood in the FaZe camp as you watch the Swedish star Krieger pull out his signature weapon for the CT side. It is inaccessible, can't buy it, have to steal it, and he has going into real crunch time for FaZe's T side. They lost the first map, by the way. Fnatic, this has happened again. I can't believe exactly what I said at Mirage has happened again, where we weave this tale of, oh, well, they have to warm up into it, and Fnatic looking weak, and then I said I screamed Brolin's name by map 3. Well, it's happening again.
You're going to get a few opportunities here, I think, as FaZe. They need to go all in right now. Another fast approach towards top middle. Molotov to push people back from quad or segregate them under the porch. Smoke to isolate Arch, and now the pop flashes will come up middle. This is a quick take. They know they need to make it fast. There's only pistols and a Galil to work with.
That Galil's not going to get them too far. Olaf's going to give it his best shot. And Nico Deagle is impressive and scary, though. And, ooh, one on the cross, met by Flusher. That's the bomb. He's even got both. It's just getting from bad to worse now. That should be 15 for Fnatic. No bomb, no real hope. Olaf and Cold, it's fun to say, but not so much fun to play for these remaining two players. coldzera, however, clawing one back, and a bit sketchy from Golden. Could cost him his life and his M4. Does well to take one out of the equation, and JW does do the final subtraction. 15 then to 5, and already just, what is it? Maths is hard. 6 rounds into our second half. We could very well be seeing the last round of our last half.
Well, it's 5-0 overall for Fnatic in this second half, so we will see them have the clean run so far. It looks like it's lock-in, Chad. You did say it was going to be the best map of the year coming into this one.
I did say that. I was tweeting it. I was on Instagram. You know, I've been on all the social media platforms.
I've enjoyed it,
shouting
but I wouldn't
it from the rooftops.
That would be quite right.
I think I got confused because the next game we have coming up is Astralis taking on Na'Vi.
That's maybe what happens here. Well, JW brings it back to a 4-4. That is going to be an excellent game. Astralis, Na'Vi, suits you. We are going to see now a 4-4 ensue. Flusher taken down to 30, but he sits in the smoke still. They'll probably give up with their assault, but apparently they know exactly where he is. So we won't be ending things maybe just yet. We have got JW, though, plugging the gaps. 22 kills to his name, and no sign of slowing down at this stage. Orb coming around the corner here, but there is presence towards logs.
Yeah, seeing that sandbags molly's given him a little bit of a sense of security that there's no one particularly already advanced up close to that half wall. He'd be right to assume so. Just waiting to see if Brokey can find a third pick. JW doesn't need to move a muscle at this point, so a bit of a standoff. The T's have to come to him, and he does manage to just chip away at the FaZe health pool. A nice smoke deployed should buy him some time, and his teammate time. You can see that Crims is still trying to make the decision as to whether or not he needs to rotate. JW has not asked for help. Roland is, though. Does behead coldzera, gets some contact on towards A. Fnatic have managed to equalize.
With all that room that coldzera just was able to take, even though he couldn't find the kill, that's enough for FaZe to change their route back over towards the A bomb site. But they're going to over-rotate. They cleared top mid, and that's bad information. They both left the site.
Oh, wow. So, knee-jerk reaction. Brolin's going to head back in time to what he's kind of realized their mistake. And he has managed to at least get in spot to contest the short cross. But wow! Brokey, that's an influential frag. He may very well have just won them the round.
I think he might have done. It was all down to that pick. And it was actually Brolan with the Krieg as well towards Library. They are going to save their weapons. Here's the scores so far. JW 22 and 10. Flusher with 19 there at the very top. Crims quite showing from him. Loud and proud from Nico, though. 17 and 15. And Brokey, the player who's got the previous frag, will be at 13 kills. Haven't been blown away by his performance today. I think his orbs, it's decent, but it's never going to be in the conversation of a top 5 AWPer.
Well, Nico did compare him to that of Fallen, right? And you have to think about his AWPing career. He's now been put within a structured team as the primary AWPer, which is something that he's never been before.
So I understand it's going to take him time to build up.
Yeah.
Like acclimatizing.
When these younger AWPers arrive on the scene, you normally like this. Remember when Cirque first joined NRG.
Woxic's another one.
You see they have that certain kind of
poison
characteristic, to their play. You can just see it. They've got some raw skill there. Brokey, like I said, still an excellent, well-rounded player. Can use the rifle to an exceptional level as well. But I don't see him being like one of those crazy flashy AWPers we'll be talking about and saying he's going to be the difference maker in this game.
Yeah, I think right now probably the difference maker for that of FaZe. We highlighted how good coldzera can be. He hasn't shown up just yet, and Nico yet to get a kill within this second half. So Nico-Zera combo. One of them was good in the first half. The other yet to show up here on Inferno. They've given themselves a lifeline with that round right there, but still need another 9 on the trot just to take this one to overtime. It's going to be a very, very tall task here as JW finds the opening. coldzera goes down again. Olof takes a chunk of damage. FaZe, they need some miracles.
Yeah. Do you believe in miracles, Chad? You sexy thing. Flusher does actually manage to find the frag with Olof's just with the flames alone. And Flusher perhaps going to find the necessary final frags. One more will do it. And Fnatic will not quite confirm it. Golden does, though. Trades it off. We have a victor in the opening match of Stage 2. The Swedes prevail versus the international superstars. 2-1.